took some chapstick. Y'all better hit that fucking like button today. It is 30 something, what, 34? No, 32. 32 degrees out here, okay? I got I got the glove. I don't know how I'm gonna fucking work this goddamn cause YouTube, the fucking chat be disappearing and shit. Whoo, listen, hit that like button. I ain't playing with y'all today. I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all niggas be freeloading on the game and don't want to hit the like button. Come on, man. It is cold out this bitch. Yo. But I love it though. I love it. I love it though. You know what I'm saying? And once we start moving, it's all good. Once we start moving, you know, it's all good, man. The warmth comes to you as soon as you start moving. You feel me? Good morning. Once you start moving, oh, yo, see, the sun is up, but the clouds got it covered, son. So it's cold for real out here. Whew. But I'm bundled up. Oaktown's finest, what's up, man? What's going on? 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 Whew. Method money. What's up? What's up? What's up? Respect, respect, respect. Let's go, let's go, let's go, man. We are out here. I want to let a couple more people come in. Yo, hit that like button for real. Appreciate y'all, though. Hit that like button, man. It's cold out here, man. Nigga is not out here freezing his ass off, and y'all can't hit the like button. You feel me? Yo, but I love it, though. I want there to be a fucking, like a blizzard or a storm, just so I could prove the point to y'all niggas. Like, yo, Miles is out there in a goddamn storm. Lee said, yo, top of the morning. I'm in the gym, getting a good morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did 100 push-ups. I did 50 crunches and 20 pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've done so far. I got more to do later on, but that's what I did so far. I read some of my book, made my coffee. I fell asleep on the couch last night, so the bed is already made. You know what I'm saying? But we out here, though. Justin, Bethel, I'm out here doing the same. Walking and talking, that's what's up. Call me Jay. Welcome. Miles, Nature Walk, for all the new members. Respect, yes, sir, yes, sir. Lee said, how the wolves start moving. Justin, Bethel, what book you reading? Go to my Instagram. It's called The Power of Concentration, but I put excerpts on it. I put excerpts on there on my Instagram, so go check my story on Instagram. Whew. It's called The Power of Concentration. Walk in his ways. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Hey. Oh, man. Oh, man. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. What's today, Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday, man. Hey, if y'all missed the show last night, the show Lakari and I did last night, man, go check that out, man. A lot of game on that show. A lot of game last night. We was talking about, what was we talking about again? We talked a lot about the Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez situation and how Tory Lanez is basically showing everybody that he ain't got no fucking game, you know? And it's just another example of these celebrities, these male celebrities not knowing how to act like men. You see what I'm saying? Let me show y'all the bird real quick. Look. Look. Oh, look at that. He chilling. You see, ain't no ducks out here today. It's super cold today. Oh, no, they over there. They over there. You did a good show yesterday, Miles, about Tory, not Tony, Tory. Check your spelling, guys. Some of the ducks is out here, but I don't see a lot of them though. Hold on, there go some of them over there. I don't know if y'all can see them, but the ducks are here. The ducks are out there, man. This dude stay talking about looks don't matter, but bro, out here working out every day seems contradicting. Come on, John Mack, take it easy, man. DM Clark, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you, John Mack. Good morning to you. I wish you well, bro. Yeah, contradictory niggas. That's all y'all do. Y'all just try to come in on some contradiction. And I ain't even working out. Nigga just walking. A nigga's just walking. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to stay healthy. It ain't about looks over here. Cause I don't look like, that's why I always tell y'all to stop asking me about fitness goals, because I don't look like how y'all niggas want to look. You know what I'm saying? So all that look shit, you talking kind of, anyway, we don't gotta even call me Jay. Yeah, trolling early, right. But anyway, I wanted to touch on I mean, if y'all got questions, y'all can still put questions in there, but I wanted to touch on the Master P Romeo shit. And there's a lot going on in that. Oh, here go the ducks. They still gangster. Hold on, let me show you. They still gangster. They still out here dipping their head in the fucking water like it ain't cold as shit. They still out here. Here they go. They just not as vocal as they usually are in the morning. They just not as vocal as they usually are, but they here. Yeah, so I was saying, Master P, and there's a few things going on in that situation, right? Because he lost his sister. So there's a bit of grieving. There's some issues with mental health going on there. And what I think is going on right now is that him losing his sister, right? You see, you got to understand when sometimes when people lose something, or when people have a bad day, it puts their mind in a certain mode. And that mode is a mode of dissatisfaction, right? A mode of loss, right? You know, that's where it comes in. That's where we grieve a loss and this, that, and the third. So it puts your mind in a space where you're recognizing loss. And when you can only recognize loss, what happens is you forget to be grateful. And this is why I talk to y'all so much about being grateful. This is why I talk to y'all so much about like finding positivity in your own life. Because he lost his sister, and now what you see Romeo doing, or at least this is a part of it. Again, I don't know these people, I don't know everything that's going on, but I'm just giving you my observation. But the him losing his sister, his mind is in a mode of dissatisfaction, loss, grief, and negativity. So now he's analyzing his relationship with his father, and he's only recognizing the bad things. Do you understand? And this is why I tell you guys about, you really got to be conscious in your efforts to be grateful. Because if you just let it go, it's super easy for your mind to go to a negative space and only recognize negativity and only see what's wrong with life. So now he on the social media is talking about, oh yeah, my dad never did this, my dad never did that. We've been living check to check. We've been in the same house for so long and blah. All these things that he's saying, you could flip. Each one of the things that he's saying, you could literally flip into something positive. But like I said, because he's in a grieving state after losing his sister, who he was probably very close to, he can only recognize negativity. You understand? And look and understand, if, let's just say Master P was in a certain type of situation, or let's just say the whole family was in a certain type of mental state where everything was even more sensitive and more enhanced and more vitriolic. I hope I'm using the word correctly. If they were in a state of that, it'd probably be more violence. It'd probably be worse than what we see. It probably is worse than what we see, because all we seeing is what's on social media. But we don't know if they having arguments in the house, throwing shit, breaking shit. We don't know. You see what I'm saying? So, guys, this is what I tell you. Excuse me. Like even the other day when Joe Blast told us, shout out to Joe Blast, told us that he had to do a eulogy for his boy who passed. You know, rest in peace, right? I told him, man, you gotta focus on how that brother touched your life in a positive way, and you gotta celebrate his life. So even when we grieving, even when we're in a state of coping with loss or recognizing that we lost something, we still have to look at the positives. You understand? And I think that's a big part of what's going on. Again, you could chop up the details, and you can figure, oh well, Romeo might be right about this because Master P's selfish, and Master P's this, and Master P's only focused on business. He don't love his family. You could do all of that if you want to, or you could, like I said, I'm looking at the part where it's the mind state of the person. I'm not even worried about the exact details of what they're saying. It's the mind state of the person saying it. He's in a grieving state. He lost his sister, and other things probably happened, and now he's only focused on what's not good about his life, or what he think is not good about his life. You understand what I'm saying? So again, this is an example of why game is important, why gratitude is important, why understanding your identity is important. You know what I'm saying? So, I hope they family heals, bro. I honestly do, because stuff like this could tear a family apart. Excuse me. Because there are so many examples, and they've done movies on this, and things like that, where it's like there's a happy family, man, wife, and child, and if they lose the child dies from an accident or from a disease, or something goes horribly wrong, and the parents, instead of grieving and focusing on the positives, it's like every time they look at their spouse, they feel the loss of the child, and they have to divorce each other. Good morning. Because when you sometimes when you have devastating traumatic experiences, your mind state, good morning, your mind state gets locked. Your mind state gets locked into a place of dissatisfaction, and only being able to recognize the negative, because the grief is just so, it's like it's very anchoring, right? It holds you in one place. And so this is why I tell you guys, like, you even just to practice, let me tell y'all, when I tell you guys about masculine identity and choosing to be grateful, you gotta practice being voluntary about where your mind is as far as your mindset. You have to practice having autonomous and having autonomy and taking responsibility for your own mindset. You understand? So, good morning. Because in life, things are gonna happen, and I understand how serious it can be, but if you have always taken the initiative to be responsible for your mindset, then what will happen is you have a fighting chance when something traumatic happens to you, where you can still grieve but still control your mindset, so you don't have to be so negative about shit. You see what I'm saying? Good morning. So all these things work together: your identity, your confidence, your mindset, your masculinity. You understand? Because, like, think about it. Like, he's a 30-year-old man getting angry at his dad for not doing this and not doing that. Nobody would even know who Romeo was if it wasn't for his pops doing everything that he did. And I mean, maybe, I don't know all the details and shit, but think about it. Would any of us know Romeo if his pops didn't, look out for him, allow him to do music and movies and all this other shit? Like, come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. You could be on top of the world and still not be grateful, right? You could be literally a celebrity. You literally got money. You got businesses. Your father is Master P. He's rich. He got this. He got the rap snacks. He got all this other shit, and you still not happy with your life. You see what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm sure I got a few comments in here that I missed. Clive Blackett, what's up? Hit that like button, fellas. It's too cold out here. Hit the like button for real. I ain't playing with y'all. I'll shut this shit down right now if y'all don't hit the like button. I swear. We got 18 people in here and we got 14 likes. I need very similar likes, bro. I need 100%, bro. It's too cold out here, bro. I ain't even playing with y'all. Let me see. Just making sure I ain't missed nothing. What book you reading? Good morning. Keep up the great work. Good morning. Salute. Slow down at the gym. Let me see. Dudes want to keep making excuses for why they failing. Exactly, it's about health. Miles said, healthy, wealthy millionaire said, Miles, I'm a sexy motherfucker. And a woman is either going to follow my lead or she gone. Facts. D Money said, 30 getting mad at his dad. He too old for that. Facts. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all a personal story where there was a time in my life where I was very low. You understand? And this is how I know about these things. I was very low, and things was rough. Things was rough, and because I was, and there were throughout the course of my family life, there were certain mistakes that were made financially that could have had an effect on my life, and my life would have came out very differently if my parents, namely my father, would have made different or better decisions. And there was a point in my life where I was low and things were very frustrating, and there was a time where I took a decent amount of my frustrations out on my dad for making certain financial decisions for our family that basically put us in a different situation. Good morning. And when this story came out with Romeo and Master P, it made me it made me reflect on that. It made me reflect on that very heavily. And I was saying to myself, I did the same shit. And ultimately now, and it's crazy too, because that happened when I was in my early 30s. So it's the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing that Romeo was doing. I kind of did to my dad a little bit. Oh, they getting out of here. They see me coming. Look, they all up in the trees. And they was chilling on the branches in the water. Now they leaving. They see me coming, so they leaving. Just wanted to show y'all all the birds and stuff. But yeah, I did this. I pretty much did the same thing, man. Cause I would always whenever me and my dad would get into an argument, I would always bring that shit up to try to spite him. Like, oh, well, if you ain't do this, then we wouldn't be in this type of situation. And, cause you ignorant and you don't know how to do this and you don't know how to manage money and you don't know how to do that, blah, blah, blah. And then, it dawned on me that because a lot of rich people have different views on this. Some people who are wealthy, they're like, yeah, I want to create a legacy for my family so my family don't have to work. And then you have other rich people who are like, I'm not giving any of my money to my kids because I want my kids to work hard and make it for themselves. You see what I'm saying? So there's different perspectives on this, but the decisions that my dad made ultimately ended up making me work harder. Do you understand? It ultimately ended up making me work harder and doing more for myself and taking way more responsibility. And looking at my life the way it is now, I'm so fucking grateful. And it almost makes me feel like shit. In a way, I'm kind of glad my dad made the decisions that he made. You see what I'm saying? It made like all the shit that I tell y'all. These were the events of my life that made me come to these conclusions about game, about responsibility, about identity, because it all comes back to you. If you over here living off of your parents, living off of what your father did, that's cool. That's cool. But the thing is, if you're not working, bro, if you're not out here hustling and you just living off of, you just on easy streak, right? They say, well, you got a gold spoon in your mouth or whatever. Excuse me. It's harder for you to appreciate shit, bro. It's super hard for you to appreciate shit. And and there was a point in time where I had to apologize to my dad, bro. I had to apologize to my dad, and not for nothing, a lot of the stuff that is making me successful today, I owe to him. Like, you know, the brash delivery, the you know, that arrogance, that confidence, the way I talk, how loud I talk, the passion that I speak with. I swear I get that from my father and my father's side of the family. And that's a fact. That is a fact. You understand? So at the same time, my dad did leave me. So if I'm looking at it in the right mindset, right? I'm saying that my dad still, even though he didn't make the best financial decisions to, quote unquote, leave me with a legacy of financial comfort, what he did leave me with, and my dad's still alive, so let me not say it like that. But what he did give me was the tools to dig deep into my own identity, to dig deep into my own confidence, to dig deep into my own charisma and the way that I like to express myself. And I'm literally using what he gave me to be successful today. Because a big part of the reason why niggas even know my goddamn name is, let's be honest, a lot of motherfuckers is, you know, clicking on a video talking about, yo, who is this nigga yelling this shit? Who is this nigga wearing the glasses and you know, quote unquote disrespecting the callers and yelling at niggas and punching niggas in the chest? Yo, I'm gonna share this with my homie, or a lot of people. That's why they come watch the videos, bro. Let's be honest. You see what I'm saying? And I owe that to my father. So the success that I'm feeling, that I am enjoying today, number one, I was able to work hard for it and produce it myself. So that means I don't owe my father anything necessarily. Like, I don't have to feel like I owe him anything. But at the same time, I understand that his masculine identity affected me in a positive enough way where I could use the charisma from his identity and inherit the charisma from his identity and use it to be successful today on these social media platforms. You see what I'm saying? So it's the way I decided to look at it. It's the way, because I could still easily say, yo, my dad is an idiot. My dad is ignorant. He don't know shit. He mismanaged money, and our family could have been way better off. You know, fuck my father, like whatever. I could be on that type of shit if I wanted to. I swear I could. And I was on that type of shit for a certain amount of time until I was able to really look at things in a positive way and understand that my dad he didn't have to give me money because he gave me everything I needed to make my own. You see what I'm saying? He gave me everything I needed to make my own. And now I am making my own. You feel me? I am making my own. And he also taught me hustle. He taught me entrepreneurship. My dad was always the type of nigga that can never keep a fucking job because he don't like supervisors talking to him no type of way. You understand? And that type of attitude is what brought me to where I am today, because a nigga never wanted to let nobody else sign his checks. A nigga never wanted to have no fucking supervisors or managers talk to him no type of fucking way. I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same way. The last job I had, I got fired because I was doing photo shoots when I should have been at work. I was lying to niggas like, yeah, this, that, and the third, you know, taking off of work to go do photo shoots in other cities. Until finally my boss was like, nigga, we know you're not happy here, so we're gonna have to let you go. You understand? But that hustle was inside me from my pops, bro. You understand? So he didn't leave. You see, he left me everything he needed to leave me, or he gave me, I keep saying left me, but it's just this type of conversation, but he gave me everything I needed to be successful. And the crazy part is, I wasn't truly successful until I recognized that. Until I stopped focusing on what my dad didn't give me. The day that I started focusing on what my dad did give me, that's the day that I fucking became successful. The whole other time I was focusing on what he didn't give me. And I was down in the dumps. I was fucked up. And there was an animosity between me and my dad. But then when I started to recognize what he did give me, and I started to take it and use it to my advantage, that's when I became successful in my mind and in tangible real life. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking at Romeo and I'm like, bro, I understand you lost your sister. I understand you in a bad place probably in your mind, but focus on what your dad did give you. Focus on what is, that's why I tell y'all, focus on what is happening in your life. Don't focus on what's not happening, because what is happening is way more important than what's not happening. You know, they say a bird in the hand is worth more than two in the bush. So what that means is, you know, and even as a photographer, they say the best equipment is the equipment you own. You understand? So the point is like whatever you have, that use your mind, use your creativity, and use your positive, confident energy to use that to make yourself successful. Don't focus on what you don't have or what's not happening. You see what I'm saying? Good morning. You understand? So I just wanted to talk about that real quick, man, because it's important and it's a teachable moment. You know, shout out to Romeo and Master P for providing a teachable moment. It's super easy to focus on what you don't have, bro. And focusing on what you don't have will keep you stagnant. That's the thing. It'll keep you stagnant. It'll keep you sitting there just focusing on what you don't have. And then because you don't have this and because you don't have that, then you can't do this and you can't do that. You can't network. You can't talk to these people. You can't approach. You can't do this. You can't get that job. You know, you can't start that project. It's like, you see, all is a bunch of can'ts and nots and won'ts and negative thought that's going to keep you in the same place that you're at. You see what I'm saying? So the whole point is for you to focus on what is happening and what you do have. And that's how you're going to become successful with anything. With women, money, business, life in general, fitness, whatever you got, whatever you're talking about. You're not going to get successful focusing on what you don't have. You're never going to be successful focusing on what you don't have. Excuse me. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick, man. Keep them lights up, man, because it is cold out here today. Let me see if I missed anything. All right, dude, 30 getting mad at his dad. Dude is too old for that. How the streets of YouTube treating you? I mean, I'm not in the YouTube streets, and I'm not even of the YouTube streets. YouTube is just a fucking avenue for y'all to find out about my message, nigga. So I feel like I'm protected. As far as the YouTube streets, I'm good either way. You know what I mean? But because I'm always designing my situation where I'm gonna be treated, or I'm gonna end up being well off regardless. So it's not about how they treating me. It's how I design my existence in YouTube. You feel me? So that's what it's really about. I ain't worried about how the YouTube streets is treating me. You understand? Because I make my own street. I do my own shit. Makulu said, "How can I stop pedestalizing rejection that is beyond me?" Again, man, you gotta get in touch with the same message that I'm giving you. Pay attention to what is happening and stop paying attention to what's not happening. Stay positive, understand your identity, and if you can't understand that, then maybe you need to schedule a consultation. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you need to get on a masculine identity membership. Edward said, "Made me work harder." Lee said, "100." Cloud Black said, "Miles, congrats for turning your life around and not feeling sorry for yourself." Facts. Facts. Healthy, wealthy millionaire. When you earn money for yourself, you appreciate it more. Exactly. Edward said, "Softies. Yeah, you a real one." Yeah. Lee said, "Honestly, I don't think you're disrespecting the callers. A lot of men don't know how to take constructive criticism and wasn't raised by their pops. Betas worry about the tone versus the message." That's a big fucking fact. Healthy, wealthy millionaire says, "You don't realize what you got until it's gone." Bird, "You don't appreciate something until it's gone." Edward, gratitude, agreed, facts. Lifestyle says, "Real game." Scary Perry said, "This stuff I wish someone told me years ago, because I spent most of my life blaming my dad for everything wrong in my life, saying he never taught me anything. I needed to be prepared for life. 707 said good morning. All right, guys, we've been on here for a half hour, so I'm about to switch over to Instagram. If y'all want to come join us over there, my Instagram is Miles in the Game. You know, Miles with an S, INTHEGAME. So if y'all want to come over there and mess with us, I'm gonna pretty much be talking about the same thing. I'll probably say it a little differently, but I'm gonna be talking about the same thing, and depending on the questions that I get. All right. So Healthy Wealthy says, Miles, I'm gonna earn $1 million and I'm gonna give you 10,000. Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I'll accept it. I'll accept it gracefully, bro. And I do hope you make as much money as you want to make out here, man. Just keep the hustle, keep the confidence, and maintain that masculine identity. You should be fine, bro. Good morning. All right. So, all right, everybody. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for hanging with me. Hit that like button on the way out. It is cold out here, and I gotta be messing with the damn the chat so it could reappear. That's why I got the glove on the other hand. Ooh, and you see I ain't taking off my hat. Usually I would have took off my hat by now because it would have been warm enough, but nah, nigga, it's cold out here today. But anyway, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a great day. Be good to yourselves, and remember the truth is inside you. Peace, peace, peace.